delegating this responsibility of you as the president, which we normally say the buck stops at him, it means he's just delegating his responsibility to other presidents. Because for us as Kenyans, in our constitution, we are mandated that we require equal job opportunities in the country. So if he cannot offer us, then he's trying to delegate and talk of exporting labor. We want to appreciate the presence of, being able to go work outside. But let's build Kenya. Let us not go build economies of other countries. Let us talk of building our economies. As we speak of being in an economic crisis, how are we going to, take ourselves from that crisis if we want to go build economies of the outside? And then number 2 point which I would give according to that is we keep hearing of the president, or rather the regime, telling us about building or establishing digital hubs. This era, I don't really think we need to be building up all these digital hubs, because we have this thing that we call a smartphone that is basically a digital hub in itself at this era in the tech-savvy world. So while we speak of creating jobs, we should actually be thinking of tapping into the technology on our phones as digital hubs, so that instead we can now look at enabling this environment in the technology. How do we make it accessible? How do we make it affordable to the youth now who are crying of unemployment? The president seems to be so big on the employment and even tapping into the technology. But what are we really doing if we are talking about exporting labor?
Is he getting it right? Because he's talked a lot, yes, and just speaking from what Nelia said, talking about digital hubs, talking about exporting labor, and listening to the Gen Zs, they seem to think that that kind of approach is totally off. It's disconnected from what they really need. Is it an issue of lack of understanding about what the Gen Zs really need or want, and what the president, or what solution the president is offering to them?
Well, good morning to our viewers. And yes, the president has not yet understood the assignment, as we say, because the cry for Kenyans is not specifically about unemployment. We all understand that the government cannot employ each and every Kenyan, barely just 1 million. So even if all are fired, and then we have new employment scheme, still not even 10% of the Gen Zs would land a job. So the issue is not unemployment. The issue is socio-economic injustice.